brought to you by Penguin.
House of Styx by Kunsken. Read by Justine Eyre. 1. March 1st, 2255 CE, 45 kilometers above the surface of Venus.
"We might still be able to patch it,"
Pascal's father said in French over the radio. Distant lightning squawked in the radio band. Drops of sulfuric acid fell on the faceplate of his helmet. Yellow mist surrounded them. Few storms began this deep under the clouds, but a big storm could punch all the way down here.
"I give us 5 minutes," Pascal said. "Maybe 10.
Give me 1 minute!"
A shiver of fear began in Pascal's stomach. They were cutting it close, despite his estimates. Pascal stood on the head of one of the big, cloud-living Venusian plants, what they called a trawler. A bulbous head about 5 meters wide and shaped like a garlic clove contained all the buoyancy of the plant. Beneath it hung a long tail of carbon fiber, ending 40 meters below in a woody weight. The trawlers bobbed through the clouds of Venus, and even the hot haze beneath, attracting lightning or collecting static charge with their long carbon cables. Georges Etienne and his children had a dozen trawlers, gathered in a wide herd by adjustable sails they mounted on the heads. They'd grafted additional equipment onto each one, turning each one into a minuscule factory. This one carried tanks and hydrolytic equipment to crack the water out of sulfuric acid. It shouldn't have sunk this deep, but its woody pumps were failing. Even though Pascal could walk across its whole top in 5 stretched steps, it was an island, invaluable to surviving in the clouds, and it would soon vanish.
"Minute,"
Pascal said.
"Galice,"
Georges Etienne swore.
"Let's salvage what we can,"
Pascal said. The haze was inscrutable. Sunlight glowed spongy orange here, with line of sight faltering after 1,000 meters. A storm could be right beside them, and they'd never see it. Lightning squawked in the radio band again, and shortly they heard the rumble.
"Tabarnak,"
Georges Etienne swore again.
"Okay, pass me a rope."
Pascal didn't feel any better than his father about this. They sold oxygen, water, and the heavy metals they collected from the volcanic ash and the lower cloud decks, but they wouldn't have money to buy another trawler, and wild trawlers were hard to domesticate. The loss of this one would just make them that much poorer. Pascal anchored the middle of the rope around the mast at the top of the trailer and lowered one end to Georges Etienne as he began tying the other end to an inflatable bag. The lower end of the rope soon tugged tight, squashing some of the straggly black weeds that colonized the outside of trawlers. Pascal pulled up the rope, lifting a steel tank slick with a water-repellent, high-pH slime to protect it from the sulfuric acid rain. A flexible pipe came out of his pouch. He fitted one end to the tank and the other to the bag to start inflating it with oxygen. While this went on, he began taking down the sail and untying all the ropes before turning back to pulling up 3 more tanks and a woody container they'd woven themselves out of the walls and resins of old trawlers. They wouldn't have the time to turn the remains of this trawler into anything useful.
"Pa,"
Pascal said.
"You think we got maybe 6 minutes?"
The radio squawking of lightning became more persistent.
What do you think about cutting off the cable?" "We'd never cut it in time,"
Georges Etienne said.
"Or hold its weight."
"I have 2 extra float bags," Pascal said.
"I've got a saw. Let me try."
In his father's silence, static burst 3 more times. Lightning crackled somewhere ahead at their altitude. Was his father doing the same math as Pascal? The time to the storm hitting versus the time needed to cut through the tough carbon fiber cabling versus the loss this trawler represented? His father grunted, his helmet appearing over the edge of the trawler, slick with sulfuric acid. He climbed up, and Pascal gave him a hand. Many acid burns over the years had browned and blackened Pa's survival suit, and patches held it together in dozens of places.
"Give me the tools."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?